Friends and family, welcome to Bemusing Bill. This is going to be a really cool episode. This is an episode that is requested by my real sister Lisa, who asked if I can do a song by the band Bread, and the song is "Everything I Own." Now, I of course am familiar with the song. I didn't know who did the song until just several years ago. If you are a fan of Bread, if you're checking this out, let me know what your favorite song is. Who knows? Maybe there's stuff out there that I'm sure there's a lot of stuff out there that I've never heard the band do that maybe strikes a chord with you, and I'd be happy to do it. So I'm going to leave the link down below. This is the original audio recording. The channel is Bread's channel, so go over there and give them the love thing. Do the love thing, you know what I mean? Let me pull up the screen for you guys, and I'll show you right there. Subscribe, the thumbs up. This has got almost 12 million views since March 29th of 2017. That's cool. I would imagine it would be even more, but you know, it's still very, very respectable. And of course, we're going to do a lyrical deep dive after checking out, listening to the music itself, you know. And, you know, like, share, comment, subscribe if you'd like to be part of our Patreon community. The link is right there below. You can join for free. You can do it for $1 a month, whatever you can do. And you have access to our Discord. And become part of our family of musical lovers and explorers, and those people are so cool over there. Big shout out to my patrons. Let's check this out. Everything I Own by Bread. Kids, buckle up. Let's do it.
You sheltered me from harm, kept me warm, kept me warm. You gave my life to me, set me free, set me free.
I always love when it kicked in, you know. When I was a kid, I didn't know the name of the band. Just by listening to it, there's been several songs from that era that I was surprised to who the singer was. You know, I'm not just saying Bread. I'm saying other bands from that era that what I imagined was nowhere near what the reality was. I think he has an amazing voice. What the male version of soprano would be considered falsetto. Just a beautiful voice. The song itself is just so beautiful, and it sounds to me like it's in the key of A. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like in my head. And it sounds like the piano, or probably maybe a harpsichord going on with acoustic guitar, but then it starts to kick in, and I love that.
Set me free, the finest years I ever knew. For all the years I had with you, and I would give anything I own, give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own just to have you back again.
I would give everything I own just to have you back again. I mean, they don't write songs this beautiful anymore. Imagine that. I'd give everything, my life, my home, everything to have you back. That's so beautiful. There's a lot of memories associated with this song. It brings me back, of course, 1972. So it brings me back to my childhood. It reminds me of like when we used to go camping, those long journeys, just listening to the radio. It'd be songs like this that were on the radio. It reminds me of when I used to I used to fall asleep to have my radio on, and it was always like this soft rock type of stuff, you know? And songs like this just bring me right back to those days. So cool. Just back it up a bit.
Have you back again?
Beautiful line.
You taught me how to love. What it's up.
Hear David playing the violin.
You never said too much, but still you showed the way. And I knew from watching you. Nobody else could ever know the part of me that can't let go. And I would give anything I own, give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own just to have you back again. Is there someone you know?
Love it.
You're loving them so, but taking them all for granted. You may lose them one day, someone takes them away, and they don't hear the words you long to say. I would give anything I own, give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own just to have you back again, just to touch you once again.
Classic. That is like classic. Classic soft rock from the 70s. Bread. Man, there was bands like that that was just, man, enrich your life. They're just great songwriters, musicians. I absolutely love that. It was just so cool. Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate it, my sister. Let's check out, more on the lyric part here. I know you guys know these lyrics, but I have never delved into them. So, let's do it. You sheltered me from harm. You kept me warm, kept me warm. You gave my life to me, set me free, set me free. The finest years I ever knew were all the years I had with you. And I would give anything I own, would give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own just to have you back again. I don't know if he's writing this from the perspective of someone that's passed. When you hear that first verse, you could almost think of that as like he's singing it to his mother. You sheltered me from harm, kept me warm. You gave my life to me. That line right there. Set me free, set me free. Then when you get to that next pre-chorus, the finest years I ever knew were all the years I had with you. You could still think of the mother side. You can think of the lover side. But giving up everything just to have you back again. Could be having the lover back. Maybe the lover passed away. Maybe they split up. Maybe it's mom. And maybe mom is gone. Could be. I never thought about this. You know what I mean? I never thought about this song. So this is cool. But, think about that. Give my life, my heart, my home, everything. You taught me how to love. What's it of? What's it of? You never said too much, but still you showed the way. And I knew from watching you, nobody else could ever know the part of me that can't let go. And I would give anything I own, would give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own just to have you back again. Is there someone you know you're loving them so, but taking them all for granted? Now, this part of the song, David is, looking at the camera basically. He's asking us, is there someone you know you're loving them so, but taking them all for granted? You may lose them one day. Someone takes them away and they don't hear the words you long to say. What are the words you long to say? I miss you. I love you. I would give anything I own, would give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own just to have you back again. Just to touch you once again. I got to check something out here. I'm curious as see if there's like a more about the meaning here, This is the website americansongwriter.com. And a lot of times I don't do this. I just I like to interpret it myself. I like to think about the lyrics. I like when you guys hit me up in the comments and give me your thoughts and how this relates to you. But this being a classic song that I thought I was familiar with, now I'm not so sure, and I kind of want to, it's part of our deep dive. Let's check out what is being written about this. No songwriter performer in the early 70s combined melodic ease with sensitive, heart-tugging lyrics like David Gates of Bread. One of the peak efforts came with the 1972 smash single Everything I Own. It's a song that many hear as a love song, and it is, albeit one burdened by great loss. Yes. What's the song about? To whom was Gates referring? What inspired him to write it? Let's take a look at the nooks and crannies of Everything I Own. Talks a lot about what was going on with Bread at the time. Oh, actually, let's. Was the harpsichord playing that? I thought so. Harpsichord has a very unique sound to it, So I thought that might have been part of that. Wanders into his falsetto into the verses before dropping back into authoritative tones for the emotional refrain. Yes, we caught the that falsetto too. A tribute to Dad. It's common for folks to hear Everything I Own as a kind of testament to what one would do to be with a significant other. Perhaps that's why it's such sturdy cover material. They talk about covers by Ken Booth and Boy George of Culture Club. Gates didn't have a romance in mind when he wrote the song. Gates' father had passed away right as his music career was beginning. And as he told The Guardian, Everything I Owned was his way of paying tribute to his father and the powerful influence he exerted. Now, this is a quote from David. My father died in 1963, and I wanted to write a song in memory of him. He did live to see some of my early progress toward success, but not the major songs or stardom with Bread. As with all of my songs, the music led and the words tried to keep up, but they came pretty quickly. I wrote the lyrics. I would give everything I own just to have you back again. so that they could be interpreted as a love song. But when I played it for my wife, she knew right away that it was about my father. She cried. So there you go. Right and wrong. I had a feeling, I thought it was about his mom, but turns out it's about his dad. You see the power of music and how you can interpret this into anything. You know, you could think of it as your dad, your mom, a loved one. You know, it's amazing. That's so amazing. So Gates even said he tried to keep the emotional content of everything I own general enough so it could apply to all types of relationships. He didn't mince words. Also shows little playfulness with the language to keep things from getting too somber. Such as, you taught me how to love, what's it of, what's it of. You know, so there we go. You know, really cool to learn more about these older songs. I don't really get a chance to do it on this channel unless someone modern is covering an older song. And then I get to learn, you know, some of these other reactors that are hip hop dudes and they're rappers and stuff. They grew up in a bubble of hip hop and rap. So when they do these old classic songs, it's absolutely new to them and they're blown away by it. I love watching those reactors that do these classic songs. It's just so cool to see that. So for me, this has been a pleasure. This has been a lot of fun. Lisa, I hope you liked it. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your request. I love you, sis. I do. So until the next time, my friends, my family, listen, hit me up in the comments too and let me know about your favorite bread song. I'll see you on the next one. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Uncle Bill here loves you guys. See ya.